Good evening, friends. Welcome back to my channel, Intraday Trade. My name is Robin, and let's do our Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for tomorrow. So before we begin the analysis, Happy New Year to all my subscribers, and let's make this New Year a special year in trading. We will learn a lot of things. I'll also put in some efforts to bring in more knowledgeable videos with a lot of strategies and how you can trade intraday, how you can do positional. So these are some things which I've planned. I'll make a note of it and about the flow, and then we can slowly gradually we can begin all these videos. So let's hope that this year goes very well for all of us and we all become a profitable trader. So let's begin the analysis. So the first and the foremost thing, what happened on Friday, that was 31st of December, there is a good bull candle that we can see, okay, both in Nifty and Bank Nifty. And if you see, Bank Nifty is trying to form a triple bottom kind of a pattern. It is just closed at the neckline, so it isn't that strong that it has closed above the neckline. To be frank, see, this is the neckline. This candle's high should be considered as the neckline. The high of this candle is 35,477 and we have closed at 35,481, so just about 4 points higher. So this isn't considered to be a strong close, so that we can make out that yes, the market has changed its trend. But if you remember, we already discussed that Bank Nifty is stuck in a range. Okay, so what is that range? Let me just zoom out a little. If you see this, so this is the highest point that we could consider, somewhere around 36,000, and the lowest point around 34,000. So we already discussed that Bank Nifty can stay between 34,000 to 36,000 for some time. Okay, so previously Bank Nifty had spent almost about 3 months, so not necessary that we'll spend that much of time here, but at least I'm expecting that before the budget comes on 1st of Feb. Okay, so before that, I think there is a possibility we may stay within this range, and post the budget we may see a proper trend that Nifty and Bank Nifty can take. This is my expectation, so this can differ from people to people. So this is what I'm believing. So right now, my plan for Bank Nifty is always to trade between 34,000 to 36,000. The max, if it crosses 36,000, it can test around 36,350. So I'm expecting Bank Nifty to be within this range, and my positional trades are based on this range itself. And similarly, if we look at Nifty has retraced quite a lot, okay, with a lot of gap up, which is always a problem because indices usually try to fill the gap whenever it makes a gap. But if you look at the retracement looks overall good, so stronger than Bank Nifty, because this was the first fall, then this was a pullback, then again a fall, then a pullback, then again a fall, and then pullback. So this way we can see that it is following a trend line, something like this. So it hasn't reached the trend line yet. So once we reach the trend line, we may see a small fall. So that fall could be small, or it could be even bigger than this. So whatever happens, we will definitely keep a track on it. So I'm not doing a weekly analysis today because I'm just getting time to make one video, but I'm trying to cover a few points based on the longer time frame also. So let's begin the analysis. Let's check out the participant wise open interest to see what kind of positions that we see today based on the Friday's move. So if you look at FIIs, they have 10,000 future long, which is a good number. So somehow they are bullish here. And if you look at their option positions, they have 14,500 call sell and 20,500 put sell. So what does this mean is when there is no long position in the options and they have short positions, that means they are not expecting market to move violently. They're expecting market to be in the range. So when put sell is more than the call sell, that means the market will be in a range but with a bullish sentiment. Okay, so when I say bullish sentiment, that means it looks like it will not break 35,000 in Bank Nifty for now, and it will not break 17,200 in Nifty for now. So this is what I mean. And similarly, if you look at stocks, they have good positions in stock future as well. So this is something which denotes that they are not bearish for now. But if you look at ProDesk, they have 12,100 future shorts. I can understand why they have short the future, because Nifty and Bank Nifty both are actually in a supply zone. So for Nifty, the supply zone extends until 380 400. Okay, we already tested 17,400 on Friday. So this is a supply zone. So they have created a short position here, expecting a downfall from this place. Whether that would happen or not is something that we'll see on the price action. And here, if you see, they have call buy and put sell. That means they are holding a bullish position in options. So when they have call long, that means they're expecting a gap up, and if not a gap up, then if it opens flat, then there is a possibility it may move upside further. So this is what we can understand from the participant wise OI. Now let's quickly check out the option chain. So if we look at, let's first discuss Nifty. So if we look at Nifty, Nifty's option chain also looks bullish. So if you see here, no, we do not have strong resistances here, but the support seems to be stronger here. But the only thing is we do not have enough confidence of put writers in the money. So it is not necessary that the market will move violently from this place. It can only move when the put writers start selling the puts aggressively here. That is the time when the call writers actually start covering their positions. But right now we can say that Nifty has very good support and the resistances are not that stronger. Okay, the resistance is straight away at 18,000. So this is what Nifty is at the moment. Let's check Bank Nifty also. So Bank Nifty is different from Nifty. So Bank Nifty has support and resistance strong. So that means this particular strike is 35,500. So we saw good amount of put writing that happened on Friday, but the call writers definitely did not give up their position. So we did not close above 500, but we closed just below 500. Okay, and further to 35,500, we definitely have stronger resistances, but below 35,500, at least at 35,000, we have strong support. So that's what I'm saying, that 35,000 looks strong at the moment. So I'm not thinking that they would break 35,000 this week until and unless there is anything negative that comes up as a news. But a dip is definitely possible, because if you see, there are still some 35,000 call writers holding their position. So any dip near to this position, they'll exit their position, so they'll get a chance. So I'm expecting at least a dip at this point of time. So this is our option chain data. So Nifty looks bullish and Bank Nifty doesn't look bullish, but it looks sideways at the moment. Now let's check the charts. So let's move to a smaller time frame, and let's move to Bank Nifty first, because we discussed Bank Nifty option chain. Okay, let me unhide. Yeah. So if you look at the 15 minutes time frame, so the support is shifting higher in Bank Nifty. And if you see, there are a lot of red lines. So this entire area is going to be resistance. So that is the only reason we can see heavy call writings at these places in Bank Nifty. So if you look at Bank Nifty, 35,587 is a resistance. So once we cross it, then the immediate target is 35,704, and then slowly, gradually, we can attempt even 800 and 900, and even 36,000 for that fact. But the only problem is the kind of movement we saw here on Friday. I don't think so that kind of movement we can expect, because since these are resistances everywhere, it has to spend time and make price action, and then move slowly, gradually, by consuming all the sell orders at these places. Okay, and so let's see how should we plan our trade tomorrow. So looking at the data, we saw that FIs are expecting sideways with a bullish stance. So let's just write it down so that we remember this: sideways with bullish. Okay, so what should be a plan in case if we open within this range? Okay, so our immediate should be, whenever we break this, we will go for long position, but we will not hold it for a long time. We can book it around 35,700 to 800 area. And in case if we break this after opening flat, that means we can see some downside pressure, but somewhere around this area. Okay, so to be precise, that area is around 35,150. Okay, so if we break 35,370, we can expect a fall until 35,150. But now we saw that the position is sideways with some bullish stance. So when can you expect sideways? Sideways is something when you see a gap up opening here, either a gap down opening here, then usually the market remains sideways. So if we open here, definitely we are not going to break 31,000, 35,000. We'll see a dip here, and then we may just do time pass, something like this. Or otherwise, if we open gap up, say around 35,700 or 750, then there is a possibility that we may see a dip here, and then we may end something like this. So this is a possibility. So any significant gap up, you can look for a short opportunity. So once you see a red candle, then if it crosses the low, you can go for a put buy, and your target should be the closing price. Okay, so this is the plan for Bank Nifty. And in case if we open gap down, then do not get stuck into a position wherein because it is going to be sideways and volatile, and there is a chance of stop loss hunting a lot. So in case if we open gap down, say here, so we will wait to see if it comes to the closing price, and then if we see a reversal kind of thing, then we can definitely go and take a put buy here. Okay, call buy is only if we cross this high, and that too we are not expecting a very target. This is the plan for Bank Nifty. Let's quickly check out Nifty also. Okay, so if you look at Nifty just tried to cross one of the resistances, which is at 17,377. So it tried to go above, but it closed below it. And we have a trend line here close to 17,600. So above 17,600, the trend would change to bullish. Okay, so bullish above 17,600. But for that, it would take time. So right now, our plan should be, if it breaks this particular low tomorrow, in case if it opens flat or if it opens gap down, then immediately we'll see a dip until this place. So what are these levels? Let's quickly check that out. So if we break 17,320, then immediately we can see a fall until 17,260. So just a 60-point fall, and then the market can move sideways. And in case if we open flat, and again if we close above 17,380, okay, this, so let's take another 5-point buffer. Let's consider 17,385. So if we close above 17,385, we can go for a long position here, and will not plan a very big target. So what should be the target? Let's quickly come back here. So you just see how important this level is. We made a very big fall here, and we have just closed somewhere here. So your next target is around 17,475. Okay, in case if we cross 17,385, it can go up to 17,475 or 90 points up move. This is when we open flat. In case if we open gap up, then there is a huge possibility that they may book their future positions and they may come down. Okay, and similarly, we know that pros are holding call long, so they are also readily available to book their profits. So keep that in mind. So risk takers can buy a put here. Why I'm saying risk takers? Because Nifty looks a little bullish than Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty people use the gap up and gap down to book their profits. So this should be our plan for Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. Any gap down below 17,320 can give a small dip here, and then the market can turn to be volatile. And this is 17,195 200 area. This is going to be an important support for Nifty for tomorrow and for the coming week. So we will take a bearish trade once Bank Nifty breaks 35,000 and if Nifty breaks 17,200. So this is my take on Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in another video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.